Jackson State will no longer play in the Southern Heritage Classic. What's going on? We're going to talk about it right after the bumper. Stay tuned. What is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? My name is JeffLightsYJr. here with the Black Boss Channel and Victory Formation. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, that like button, share button, subscribe, and the notification bell button, a little dinger, to let you know every time we go live and every time I drop a video. Now, today I'm here to talk about the elimination of Jackson State from the Southern Heritage Classic. Let's get right into it. I'm citing my sources. This is coming from WJTV. WJTV, it looks like the articles come out of Memphis. Let me go ahead and pull that up. And it says right here, it says JSU no longer participating in the Southern Heritage Classic. Now that is big. That is big news, and news a lot of us didn't want to hear. Let's read. It says Jackson State announced Wednesday that their school will no longer participate in the Southern Heritage Classic football game. JSU stated that their governing athletic conference, the Southern Athletic Conference, the SWAC, has entered an agreement that conflicts with their agreement with the Southern Heritage Classic. The university has been in agreement with the Classic since 2019. On Wednesday, JSU announced its termination of the participation in the game starting in 1990. Southern Heritage Classic is an annual HBCU football game between JSU and Tennessee State. TSU has not made a statement regarding JSU's termination. So, we're talking about the Southern Heritage Classic, which has only been installed for a few years, but it has gained some high-powered notoriety with head coaches Deion Sanders and Eddie George. So this is a game that we don't want to see go away. I mean, we're talking about a game that's been going on for over 30 years, JSU versus TSU. Now, I want to tell you, this game, or the Classic itself, at least being determined and deemed a Classic, is going away because JSU is now going to play in the SWAC Classic. The SWAC Classic supersedes the Southern Heritage Classic because the SWAC Classic is obviously an agreement directly with the SWAC. And the Southern Heritage Classic, which was only founded in 2019, was passed down to these coaches, Deion Sanders, to Eddie George, obviously. But the SWAC Classic, which will have JSU in it for at least the next 3 years, against Pine Bluff in 22 and then against Southern in both 2023 and 2024. So that is why the Southern Heritage Classic itself. But don't get too alarmed, because this game can still take place. JSU and Tennessee State have been playing since 1990. I am for sure athletic director of Jackson State University, Ashley Robinson, does not want that game to go away. This is something that he inherited. This is not something he wants to screw up. It's like getting a Lambo. You know, your dad's got an old school and you get to drive it. You don't wreck the car, A.D. Robinson. And A. Robinson, he done went and got a whole bunch of upgrades on this car by going out and getting Deion Sanders, by the women's basketball team doing all the things, and et cetera, et cetera. So he knows how important this game is to the people of Jackson, to the people of Nashville. But what hurts is the people of Memphis. The Southern Heritage Classic was a dope event, and it just got new lifeblood. It just got a new injection with Eddie George only going into his second season, with Coach Prime only going into what would have been his second Southern Heritage Classic. So to lose out on that sucks for Memphis. But this is a game, TSU versus JSU, I think will still take place. But the SWAC Classic, obviously, with all we talked about, all the perks that come from playing in Alabama that will come to Jackson State, all the money, all the revenue that will come to the SWAC, all the money, all the revenue that will come to Jackson State, that will come to Pine Bluff, that will come to Southern. That's something you just can't brush to the side. That is something you just can't ignore. And so the fact that JSU has an obligation with the SWAC versus, just a fun thing that they were doing with the Southern Heritage Classic, it makes total perfect sense why they no longer will be playing in the Southern Heritage Classic. But hopefully these ADs, JSU schedule comes out soon today, so hopefully we'll know if TSU makes the cut as far as making the schedule. But not having the Southern Heritage Classic is a bummer, but it makes a ton of sense. Hopefully TSU is still on the schedule. So to recap everything, JSU is no longer a part of the Southern Heritage Classic. I think the Southern Heritage Classic will stay. I think that it's something that will stick around, but it just won't incorporate Deion Sanders in the Jackson State Tigers, at least for the time being. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Leave your thoughts in the chat. Once again, my name is JeffLightsYJr with the Black Boss channel and Victory Formation. You can subscribe to my channel and access the perks. We got some good perks for all members, and also subscribe to the Black Boss channel. Hit that thumbs up button on your way. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at JLightsy7, Twitter and Instagram at JLightsy7. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you next time. Peace.